Cursed Rika, pseudo shikigami, pseudo curse spirit of Yuta Okkotsu, and titled by Geto as the Queen of Curses, a special grade level power. Rika is perhaps one of the strongest summons in all of Jujutsu Kaisen, but is she the actual strongest? How would she stand up to the divine general Mahoraga, the 10th shadow of Megumi's curse technique? Well, Mahoraga vs Rikka is a one-sided massacre. Starting with Rika, we know that even from her first appearance, she was insanely strong, capable of effortlessly obliterating any curse spirit she came across, and demonstrating enough power that even Satoru Gojo considered her a risk to his life. An impressive feat considering that this was a stronger Gojo than the one that walked through Toji Zenin, a fighter equal to Maki Zenin, who's capable of absolutely destroying curse spirit Naoya, and single-handedly obliterating the entire Zenin clan. Toji was also capable of bullying the special grade disaster curse Dagon, who's capable of creating a massive island in his domain and 1v3ing multiple grade 1 sorcerers, including Naoto Zenin, who's widely regarded in verse as the second fastest sorcerer of the modern age. Although this could potentially be propaganda spread by the Zenin, who, all aside from rare exceptions, think the Zenin are a kind of superior race and everyone else is less than human. It may seem strange to think that Rika could potentially be in the same league as the early Satoru Gojo, but you also have to remember that Volume 0 came out before Chapter 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Volume 0 was essentially written as a one-off, and so Gojo's extensive portrayal of strength was not entirely fleshed out yet. This statement, by the way, is also seemingly validated by Suguru Geto, another special grade, thinking that with Rika, he could defeat not only Gojo, but the entire Jujutsu society by himself. An insane statement because, even if you find it doubtful, Gojo himself backs up Geto's planning capabilities, stating that he finds it very hard to believe Geto would make a plan that wasn't going to work. Gojo himself, having known Geto pretty much his entire life, makes this assessment pretty trustworthy. There is also a 1-year difference between Volume 0 and Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 1, so Gojo almost definitely got stronger in that time span and became the Gojo we know today. Transitioning from that, a main power of Yuta Okkotsu is his ability to copy curse techniques and use them for himself. However, it's unclear if Rika herself can also use these abilities. We have seen her in Volume 0 and in the Sendai Colony produce the associated curse techniques and tools for Yuta, but if she herself is capable of wielding them is unclear. JJK is built on the back of binding vows, and this is the case, if that's the case, philosophies. So it's entirely possible that Rika can only produce them in exchange for Yuta being only able to wield them. It's entirely up to you if you think she can, and I wouldn't argue against it since I don't really think it changes the matchup all that much. Moving on though, we have also seen Rika demonstrate comparable strength to Yuta Okkotsu during the Sendai Colony, with Ryu comparing them and saying they have about the same strength. This Yuta is capable of going blow for blow with Ryu Ishiguro, who's demonstrated the highest CE output in the history of the Date region, and Yuta, with Rika, was also capable of battling Oro, a Golden Age fighter, although a fairly weak one. With Rika being on the level of Yuta, you could also possibly say she is as strong or stronger than Hikari in his Jackpot, who's capable of battling Kashima, the strongest fighter of the Edo period. This is contentious, however, as it relies on you believing Yuta is stronger than Hikari, which is widely debated and super off topic for this video. It's just kind of food for thought. With that said though, how does Rika fare against the Divine General Mahoraga? Well, being honest, she kind of gets obliterated. A couple weeks ago, I would have said that she probably could have beaten Megumi's version of Mahoraga and would hard lose to Sukuna's version. But with the release of the anime, it's very clear that both versions of Mahoraga would completely eviscerate Rika. With Rika only being capable of essentially punch-kick Kamehameha, it would be extremely easy for Mahoraga to adapt to her, especially given that Mahoraga's adaptation speed in the anime is near instant, having adapted to Sukuna's slashes insanely quickly and showing just as fast regeneration, and even shrugging off his punches after only a couple interactions. Mahoraga was also capable of adapting to insanely complex abilities later on, such as Limitless, and even in Shibuya, he's capable of manipulating his size and body proportions to suit the situation he's in. With the Extermination Blade, he's capable of instantly killing curse spirits thanks to the positive energy it can output. If you think Rika is a curse spirit, then she would die in one hit from this alone. Outside of that though, the only win condition Rika has against Mahoraga is to one-shot him with her awakened 25 kill streak tactical nuke she demonstrated in the Volume 0 movie. However, not only did this require a bit of charging, if she used any sort of blasts on Mahoraga before this, then she is a cooked product. She is finished, as Mahoraga will simply adapt and then this tactical nuke won't work anymore. Mahoraga being comparable to around 4 finger level Sukuna puts him pretty high on the totem pole. Pretty much the entire verse gets obliterated by 3-finger Sukuna, and with Mahoraga blatantly demonstrating superior feats to Jogo, we can scale him off that too, showing that not only does Mahoraga stack pretty well against the Golden Age, but he would cook anyone that Jogo bodied, which includes the previously mentioned Naobito. It only gets worse when you involve Sukuna's version of Mahoraga, which demonstrates even better feats of power, such as surviving black flashes from Gojo and taking off his arm. With his regeneration post being so fast it can even outpace domain expansion, it's safe to say that Rika just doesn't have the capabilities required to defeat Mahoraga. The winner is the Divine General, Mahoraga. Thanks for watching, everyone. Probably a bit of a shorter video. I plan to go super hard this month and get out a ton of videos just like October. The voices won't let me sleep unless I get at least 5 videos out this month, so stay tuned for that. If you liked the video, be sure to like it and subscribe for future videos. My name has been Valor, also known as Kai, and I hope you have a great day.